Welcome to the Speak Out Home Practice Sessions. I'm Sarah Deasing. I'm a speech language pathologist and certified Speak Out provider. Today's Smile with Intent is from Dale with his speech language pathologist, Christy. So Dale, thank you so much for sending in your Smile with Intent. He said, Speak Out has helped my speech and swallowing a lot. I love sharing about this program. And with that inspiration, let's smile with intent. Today's session topic, we are talking about the Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers. So we've had more people calling our office asking, how do I get started with Speak Out Therapy? And checking out the Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers is a great place to start. So let me show you where those are on our website. So the Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers are right here. So they are in 29 states. So take a quick look, and then after our session, you can see if there is one in your state. So something that's really great about these is that Parkinson Voice Project through Pay It Forward makes it possible that these treatment centers treat through Speak Out Therapy at no cost to the patients, and then the patients are asked to pay it forward to the next patient. So Samantha was very adamant that that be the model for these Speak Out Therapy and treatment centers as well. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as the session goes on. So Parkinson Voice Project is a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to help people with Parkinson's regain and retain speech and swallowing. This is done by daily Speak Out home practice and working one-on-one with a Speak Out certified therapist. So you can do that through our Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers. And then we also have therapists that are certified all across the US and across the world as well. So they might have their own method of payment or billing, but we certify them so that they're able to provide the best treatment for people with Parkinson's. So if you want to use the type of treatment that has the pay it forward model, that is just going to be our 29 therapy and research centers. So make sure that you know if you're looking at one of our centers or if you're looking at an outside therapist that's certified to do our treatment. So if you're not sure, you can always ask, do you use the pay it forward model? And then you'll know. Let's start by taking a sip with intent and swallow with intent. The first exercise is the warm-up exercise. We are projecting and stretching our voices. So let's wake it up with intent. May, me, my, mo, moo. Speak out. May, me, my, mo, moo. Start with more intent. May, me, my, mo, moo. And pull up more intent. You're doing a great job. May, me, my, mo, moo. Last one, speak out. May, me, my, mo, moo. Fantastic. Do you feel ready to use intent? I do, but we can do a few more exercises. Take a sip with intent. And swallow on purpose, meaning we're focused on what our muscles are doing and you are swallowing completely or speaking with intent. Next exercise is the ah exercise. So letting these muscles relax and open up to project out your steady ah. Speak out. Ah. And we're going to put out that steady ah. When it is not clear anymore, that's when our ah is done. We start with more intent and try again. So by clear, it's ah. Not clear sounds like ah. So sorry. We're going to go for that clear ah with intent. Ah. Get ready to speak out. Ah. Speak out more. And last one, make it your best one. Well done. Take a sip with intent. And swallow with intent for the glides. So warmed up or off, so we can start off our glide with an ah, and then glide up, stop, do your ah again, and glide down. So every time before you open your mouth, we are preparing with intent. So that voice does not come out automatically. We know, gotta use intent before you open your mouth. Let's practice that. Speak out. Ah. Ah. Using intent the whole time. Speak out. Ah. Ah. Now, if you're saying Sarah, but I don't feel that confident about my voice doing this exercise, I'm going to say, well, fake it till you make it. Let's do it together. Speak out. Ah. Ah. Starting off strong with intent. Ah. Ah. And focusing on sending your voice out the whole time. Ah. Ah. Last one. Ah. Ah. And time for a sip of water. Excellent work on those glides. It really pays off. The glides help with the expression in your voice. For counting, we're going to count to 12 with intent. Starting off with saying each number with intent and connecting them together. Speak out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So making sure you're taking the time to find your intent before each line. So speak it all out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more time. Let's start with 12, going backwards to 1. Speak out. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Take a sip with intent. It's fun to do it backwards. It needs a bit more intent. So we're talking about the Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers today. So you might ask, why isn't it just one? Why do you have to have one in each state? Well, as speech therapists, we're licensed to treat in our state. So please do call us if you live in Texas. So we would love to treat you. Or if you're looking for a Speak Out Therapy group, we offer many of those. But if you're in New York, that means you can check out the New York Speak Out Therapy and Research Center. So we partner with universities and their speech language pathology graduate program. So we work with the professors and the graduate students at these universities to partner with them so that they can offer speak out therapy. We do a lot of teletherapy, and I highly recommend teletherapy because it is very convenient since you can do it from home and it's easy to stay consistent, like your daily online home practice session. So since it's online, you're able to log on and make it part of your daily routine. Let's read about it. We're going to read each sentence 2 times. Use more intent the second time. I've mentioned it a couple times in this session. Say it with intent. How many speak out therapy and research centers are there? So if these sentences are too long, speak out the highlighted words and with more intent. How many speak out therapy and research centers are there? Do you know the answer? If so, we have the chat to the right of these sessions on our website. If it's asking for you for your name, put in your name and where you're from. I'm Sarah from Texas. So since we have so many people all over the world, that's why we need so many therapists to be certified in speak out therapy to be able to treat you and have these speak out therapy and research centers. So how many are there? Did you type it with intent? And say it with intent. 29. Say it on purpose. 29. Speak out. Our goal is to have one in every state. Say it on purpose. Our goal is to have one in every state. Speak out. Last sentence. Is a speak out therapy and research center in your state? Say it with intent. Is a speak out therapy and research center in your state? Let's take a sip. And swallow with intent. And swallow again. Swallowing is great practice for, you guessed it, swallowing. Just like speaking is great practice for speaking and also helps with swallowing too. Our conversation exercise. What states have a Speak Out Therapy and Research Center? Again, I mentioned a couple already, but take your best guess. All right, say it on purpose. California, New York, Florida, Arkansas. So I picked these because we often get emails from these states saying, how do I find a provider? And I said, I will say, well, first, call your Speak Out Therapy and Research Center. And tell me with intent, what state do you live in? Let's take a sip with intent and swallow with intent. I'll show you at the end of the session how to check to see if there is one in your state. We're going to practice our swallowing with Dr. Boone's words, emphasizing those G's, NG's, and K's with intent. Goo, la, gung, ga, ga. Goo, la, gung, ga, ga. Ku, ka, mung, goo, ka. Ku, ka, mung, goo, ka. Gangla, gangla, kukla, kukla. Excellent. Take a sip with intent and swallow with intent. For the bonus reading, read the passage 2 times. Use more intent the second time, emphasizing those highlighted words. And of course, we have to have the bonus reading bell with intent. Parkinson Voice Project is collaborating with universities across the United States. Patients pay it forward at the Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers. This eliminates insurance and financial barriers. Treatment can be online, so no transportation challenges. Go to parkinsonvoiceproject.org/therapy and research centers. You can even Google Parkinson Voice Project, Therapy and Research Centers, and it will come right up. And reading the bonus reading with more intent. Parkinson Voice Project is collaborating with universities across the United States. Patients pay it forward at the Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers. This eliminates insurance and financial barriers. Treatment can be online, so no transportation challenges. Go to parkinsonvoiceproject.org/therapy and research centers. So what you want to do is find the research therapy and research center for your state on our website, and there will be a phone number for that university clinic. So you want to call that clinic so that they can set up a Speak Out evaluation so that you can learn more about the program and what individual Speak Out therapy treatment looks like. So if you think, well, I don't live close to that Speak Out therapy and research center, well, fear not, because with teletherapy, they can treat anybody in this state. So teletherapy is really fantastic. It's really convenient and effective. So I encourage you to do that. Thank you for joining me for this Speak Out home practice session. I hope that you're encouraged to find a Speak Out provider if you haven't already before, or if you've gone through individual treatment and you're looking for a Speak Out therapy group. So your state's center is a great place to start. As always, you can reach out to me at intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org, and I'll be happy to point you towards resources or answer any of your questions. So I love hearing from you. Please continue to send us your smiles with intent. So I love getting those emails, and I hope you're enjoying them during the session as well. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Let's move into the rest of our day to speak, live, and find your Speak Out Therapy and Research Center with intent.